All right, we're talking real estate this morning. Ken Kaplan, the No Bull agent, joining us now. It's the second quarter now, the real estate market. Things are happening. How is the market looking so far?
Let me just say this. Things have really started to heat up. It's become white hot.
Yeah.
What I'm finding and what we're seeing throughout the county is that market time is shorter. We're seeing lower inventory. We're seeing lower interest rate. And then the other part that we're seeing is we're finding that prices are increasing steadily. So as a seller...
They are not?
They are.
Oh, they are?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing double digits throughout the county.
What's fueling this? What's the reason?
Again, I think the lower interest rates, and I think you're seeing the move up. I think you're seeing the first-time home buyer who's been in for 2-3 years, who's got enough equity that they can get out, and then they're going into the next house. And they're pushing the second and third home buyer up as well.
And that's kind of what gets the ball rolling for most people and moving on to that next house. The low inventory means what exactly?
Well,
obviously, it's good for sellers.
It's good for sellers. It's tough for buyers.
Yeah.
I mean, part of this thing is that you've got the rental market that's really heated up.
Sure.
Rental prices are absolutely up. And so what's going on is you've got people who are going, it doesn't make more sense to buy than rent. Rates are good, so more people are trying to get into the market to buy, then again, pushing everything up.
So people hear what we're talking about. The spring is right around the corner.
It is.
Inventory probably then goes up.
You're a buyer, get out there now, because there's multiple offers everywhere around the county. It's not like you're going, okay, well, gosh, we've got a hot spot in La Jolla, or geez, we've got a hot spot in East County or North County. Everywhere around the county, we're seeing multiple offers.
I read a story this weekend. It said San Diego, I believe, was second behind only New York City for the most expensive median home. I mean, in terms of what salary you have to make to just afford the median price of a home. How do people continue to buy a house in San Diego when the prices are so just astronomical?
Let me just say this. It's getting further and further out of the range. Wow. And most home buyers now, or first-time home buyers, are having to make sacrifices in what they want to make sure that they can get in, because they can't get 100% of what they want on the first-time home. They're probably going to get 75%. Maybe they don't get that fourth bedroom.
Is that an expectation that you, as an agent, for example, you would have to tell them, look, everybody comes with a laundry list of things they want. They want the granite countertops, this, that. You have to go in with an open mind.
As a home buyer or as a potential home buyer, I would say make sure you've got your list of wants and needs, but be prepared and manage your expectations. I think it's really critical, because you don't want to walk into a property and fall in love and go, wait a second, I love this house, but I can't afford it. It doesn't make any sense. You've got to, you know, especially in this market, don't be shooting over and then go, okay, well, I'll adjust a little bit. Be realistic about what you can afford and really shoot within your range.
You know how much I love homes and real estate. I always tell people, it's like, focus on the bones of the house. Don't be distracted by other things that you want that aren't there yet. Focus on the location and what the bones and what the house actually looks like.
Not even a question. Walk through that house. Do not be emotionally attached to any property. You need to go through that property. Everything is a number. You walk through a house and you go, gosh, I love this place, but the kitchen doesn't have granite. What's it going to run me? $2,500. Fine. I mean, tack that onto the price. Everything has a point, but make sure that functional, it works for you, and that you've got enough bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage.
All right, let's talk interest rates are low. The rental market, you talked about that as well. With the interest rates, it's always up and down and this and that. So they're low now. This is why you're saying this is the time.
I'm saying
seems like we've been saying interest rates are low for quite a while
and
now.
We have been. They've been good, and they've just, they've had their peaks and valleys. So we've seen quarter, eighth of a point bump, and then they'll come down. But capitalize on the long-term 30-year note, and if you can really afford it, and you've got a forced savings plan, if you go into a 15-year note. I mean, think about it. 15-year notes are screaming. I mean, the prices on those things are just ridiculous. It's a great deal if you can afford it and you're disciplined enough. Now, you can take a 30-year note. You can take, on a 30-year traditional fixed rate note, you could take one extra principal payment towards principal reduction every year and take your 30-year note and bring it down to 22 years. Not hard to do.
That's a great deal. If you didn't quite catch all that, give this guy a call. All the information is on fox5sandiego.com. The No Bull agent, Ken Kaplan. My man, thank you. We're going to talk houses and real estate all day. All right, let's get it back to you inside.
That man loves